Hello, hi there, welcome to another episode of Shaman's Guitars. What we have here is a very nice Washburn EA22 Nuno Bettencourt Platinum Edition. Yes, look at that, Mr. Bettencourt's signature on the end of the headstock. This is really cool. I've just been playing it through just a katana on the acoustic setting. So the pickup works really nicely. It's got this Equus 2 preamp with various different controls, contour, EQ, volume. Unfortunately the knobs are missing, but you can still turn them quite easily. Just give you an idea of the acoustic tone. Extreme there, as you would expect. So because it's a narrow-bodied guitar, it doesn't have the massive volume of a Dreadnought, which I'm used to, but of course this is more of a live instrument, and Nuno would always play one of these live. Sometimes tuned down to, well, he would always tune down to E flat and sometimes to D for more than words. So this is actually tuned to E, but obviously you can tune it down. So the reason I'm just showing you the various, I'm just showing you some of the exact condition of the finish, because there's just some, it's very difficult to photograph. Overall, this is in really good condition. Systematic about it. It's got an XLR as well, which is really cool. Very rare actually to have balanced output on a guitar. And a bit of mojo just on the top, just there. Kind of looks worse on the camera than it is, but that's really the main thing. It's good to get a bit of reflection on the top. There's obviously, you know, it is used this, but it's just the usual kind of marks. I can't really see anything else worthy of mention, really. There we are, that's a good bit of reflection. So yeah, you can see, look, you can see just the sort of surface marks, but well, that's the way it is. Tricky to photograph, but there we are. So there's some, yeah, there are some sort of surface marks here, and just from sort of belt rash, and some. Let's see if I can do that on there. There's, you know, strumming marks on the top. Really difficult to photograph. So obviously, if you just hold it like this, you can't see anything. Up the top, nice and pristine. There's Nuno signature on there. Back, and also, yeah, well, let's have a look at the frets as well. There's just a touch of wear along there, and we'll just go down here. So it's obviously been played by a chord player. Really, this is, so there's a couple there on the second fret. But again, it looks kind of, it's not a massive dimple. If I can show you that sideways. Really tricky, actually, this. Get my face out of the way. If you look on the 3D version, you can see it's not, it's just a tiny bit. All the inlays are cool, these kind of wing bird inlays. Okay, cool. I'll plug it in again just to finish off. Bit of delay on there. So overall, these are quite rare. This is number 139, and I think they went into the thousands. So you can see in there, you can see in there. There you go, 139. Platinum edition, Nuno Bettencourt, 0139. The early ones didn't actually come with a hard case. The later ones came with a hard case, and they were, oh, I've never seen one that's not black. So I think, I don't know for certain, but I think this is walnut. I've got another guitar which has this similar figuring pattern, which is definitely walnut. And again, it's that sort of diagonal sort of V shape that they tend to do with walnut. I think it must be the way that the tree grows, or sort of the instead of maple, which kind of goes parallel, this has like a 90-degree figuring, or roughly 90 degrees. So that's kind of cool. So I don't know if it's dark walnut or even maybe rosewood, I don't know. But yeah, I reckon that's walnut on the top there. And I think that's walnut because it's one of the earliest ones. So yeah, I think it sounds really nice. It sounds like Nuno does on the acoustic, which is kind of that trebly kind of lead tone, finger picking. You you can give it a good whack. Maybe we could do. That kind of bendy neck thing. So it does sound quite good strummed as well, actually. But it's definitely got that. Just doesn't quite have the bass of a dreadnought, which is not necessarily what you'd expect anyway from a guitar that thin. But you can always turn the bass up on your amp if you want to when it's plugged in. So really nice, and yeah, I've always loved Nuno. I've had my first proper electric guitar was an M2. I played that loads for years and years. So this is a nice thing to have, or to have had, because I've got far too many guitars and I have to get rid of some of them. But it's really nice just to kind of have seen one of these, and possibly a rare sort of early one, and just to have a sort of have a go on it really. I'm going to be on the lookout for a black one as well, because a lot of my memories of Nuno sort of at the maybe the Freddie Mercury concert. He was playing a black one in Seville. I think he did More Than Words with Gary, and he had a black one there. And I've never seen him play a wooden coloured one, you know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully whoever gets this will be pleased with it. I say, apart from that mark on there, which is just, you can just feel that. The rest of it's just normal playwear, which you can't expect unless someone's claiming a guitar to be mint. You're always going to expect a little bit of playwear. Right, well, thanks very much for listening. This is the Washburn Nuno Bettencourt model EA22, number 139, and in what I think is walnut. Did we have a look at the Washburn branded tuners there as well? It's just one final. It's quite cool, and I love the V-shaped headstock with a little bit of binding. Yeah, what I should say is, compared to the A20, which is a lot more common, still has the Florentine cutaway. The 22 has these sort of seagull-shaped markers and more binding, you know. So it's just a little bit posher. I think the basic construction is essentially the same. Right, cheers, thanks for watching. See you next time.